Hello and welcome to this new episode of Voices of Payment. Today we will discuss one of the most significant long-term trades for the global financial ecosystem, the quantum trades. What does it mean for your business? What for your customer? For the security of the transactions? Many subjects and items that are really important for all players. To go to that complex topic, I am pleased to be joined by Olivier Nora, Chief Open Innovation from IDEMIA Secure Transactions. Olivier, thank you very much to be with us today. Can you present yourself and IDEMIA?
Thank you for having me here for this major topic for the payment industry. IDEMIA Secure Transaction is leader in payment and connectivity solution, and we do work with over 1,900 financial institutions worldwide. And quantum migration and quantum threat is one of our major innovation initiatives to support the ecosystem facing this challenge that is unique in the history of this industry.
So maybe if we start by the basic, when we talk about quantum threats, what does it mean exactly? Is it a theoretical problem or is it a concrete problem?
It's a very real strategic level threat, not a distant one. Let me first explain how a quantum computer works. It's relying on principles of quantum physics to find and to solve problems exponentially faster than the most powerful classic computer today. And there are two types of problems. Some of them are compatible with quantum physics, and so the quantum computer is extremely efficient, and some of them are incompatible with quantum physics. There is no quantum mechanism that will help, and then the quantum computer is of no help. One of the issues is that one of the quantum compatible problems is cryptography. And in fact, with a quantum computer, you can break all the encryption that protects all our digital life worldwide. Government secrets, identities, financial systems.
Wow, but do we have time?
In fact, it's a major threat with a major move that the industry must do. It's not about having stronger hacking. It's about making the locks of our digital doors completely obsolete. So we have to change all the locks of our digital world. And the quantum computer industry is actually moving fast on their roadmap. And experts today think that there is a significant possibility to have such quantum computer as soon as 2030, which is in 5 years. So there is urgency to really migrate all our digital cryptography to a quantum safe cryptography.
So Olivier, we understand that there is a major threat arriving for all actors, players, and so on. What about the financial institution and the payment industry?
Let's divide the payment industry in two fields. We have the physical payment and we have the digital payment. I will start with the physical payment with a banking card on a terminal. There are two ways to transact. Either the terminal can transact online, which means that the terminal will reach out to the issuer of the card in order to check if the card is authentic and whether the transaction can be authorized. The good news is this protocol is safe. It's relying on cryptography that the quantum computer doesn't know how to break. However, if the terminal cannot connect to the issuer or does not have the time to connect to the issuer, then it switches to offline mode, and this is vulnerable. Where is offline mode used? It can be used in places where you have low connectivity, for example, airplane, train, or let's say, for example, in Paris, when you have a delivery near your elevator, there is no connectivity. But it's also used worldwide for open loop transit. If you use your banking card at the transit gate to board into the subway or the bus, worldwide, it's using offline cryptography. And with a quantum computer, I can forge a fake card and have free transit worldwide or offline payment free of charge.
So it means that for contactless, which is convenient, by the way, for subway, but there is a risk for open transit and so contactless. What about the mobile world, the mobile digital aspect? especially mobile banking, instant payment, all that digital world?
In fact, on the digital side, the risk is just as severe because vulnerable cryptography is used almost everywhere. Let's take peer-to-peer payment, for example, and we do actually work with one of the largest peer-to-peer payment network worldwide. In a peer-to-peer payment, you have a directory which links your mobile number or your email address to a bank account. Using a quantum computer, I can hack into that directory and change the bank account to which your money will be transferred. I can even change the amount without you knowing it. And I can even hack into your wallet, digital wallet, in order to perform transactions on your behalf.
Wow, and what about smartphone in that case?
Smartphones, Apple Pay, Google Pay, but also all the bank wallets, all the national schemes wallets are relying on what we call a token, which is, in fact, a single card number that is dedicated to your phone. This token and the transaction with this token is safe. However, you have to move that token to provision it to the smartphone. And this is vulnerable. So with a quantum computer, what can I do? I can actually shift your token, and instead of you loading your digital card on your smartphone, I can load it on another smartphone without you knowing it. And then I can transact on your behalf without you knowing it. And I can do it using automated AI, so I can use it using automation and do a mass scale attack on the smartphone payment industry worldwide.
Wow, and we work more and more regarding cryptocurrency as well. Is it the same type of issue for cryptocurrency?
For cryptocurrencies on the blockchain, you have to sign transactions. Bitcoin, Ethereum, as soon as you want to transfer money, you have to authorize the transaction by signing it. This signature is vulnerable. So with a quantum computer, I can retrieve your public key. It's widely available on the blockchain, compute your private key, and then I have the key to move your funds wherever I want. So I can do whatever I would like to do with your funds. So this is also, for the blockchain industry and cryptocurrency industry, a major threat.
Wow, that seems to require massive actions to be done. What concrete and immediate measures should companies and executives should take right now?
The scale of the migration is significant because any single vulnerability can lead to a domino effect and have mass impact on the world. In particular, because we are in a massively connected world, and that we see the rise of generative AI and automated platforms to perform mass scale attacks. What it means to move, to migrate to a quantum safe world. It's an enterprise-wide project. It's not just about technology, and it's not just plug and play. You have to set up an enterprise-wide project, do an inventory of all the vulnerabilities you have, understand the threat and the mitigation you can have against this threat to define the priorities. You have to ramp up your skills. You have to understand what it means and how you have to act. You have also to set up what we call a crypto agility organization, a service that will manage your cryptographic asset and implement the core of the quantum safe world, which is crypto agility services.
Olivier, what does that mean, crypto agility exactly?
The new algorithms that we are speaking about are very young. And when we look and we reflect at the past, we know that when we deploy it extensively on the field, there will be vulnerability we will discover. And in an ultra-connected world, any vulnerability may be exploited very, very rapidly. And so crypto agility, it's the ability to switch out of a cryptographic algorithm or patch a cryptographic algorithm as soon as a vulnerability is disclosed. And in fact, we are moving from a world which is quite stable to a world where we need constantly to update our cryptography, at least for 10 years, in order to manage discoveries that we are doing and new ways that attackers might threaten our cybersecurity.
So somehow it's a matter of building for an uncertain world. That seems logic in that case.
Yes, and that's the reason why Consulti Hyperion and IDEMIA have made a partnership, because we need to have a complete set of expertise from asset inventory, threat analysis, business analysis of the threat, skills management and skills upgrade, but also the technology part where we would provide cybersecurity advices, cryptographic advices, and support in order to migrate as fast as possible, setting the right priorities with the right timing.
Olivier, that's extremely informative and very interesting. What could be a concrete word that you would like to pass to executive to tell them that they need to go?
The quantum threat is not a future problem. Given the time it will take to migrate the whole ecosystem and to implement properly properly and in a way which doesn't make maintenance cost an issue, you have to act now. The good news in that story is that by implementing crypto agility, in fact, you will have the opportunity to modernize your cybersecurity and optimize the cost of maintaining all the crypto assets you have in a company. So it's a major challenge, but if taken now, you can make it an opportunity to provide more security, more value to your customers, and optimize your cybersecurity costs.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Olivier. That's very interesting, very informative. And we understand that there is a critical aspect to take into account very soon. And with the work to be started right now to be prepared for the future. So thank you very much. Very interesting. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And thank you to all of you to follow us. Thank you. See you next time.